Good morning, Dave. Today I will be presenting on my chosen element, which is empathy, which I consider fundamental to being an effective counselor. Not only me, Rogers 1951 describes empathy as the counselor's ability to deeply understand and share the feelings of another. This is foundational, not just in counseling, but in all human connection. Kapoor and Chalaja 2022 further emphasized that empathy is a key component of the therapeutic alliance across counseling theories, enabling trust, collaboration, and safe processing of client experiences. In this presentation today, I will explore how empathy contributes to the therapeutic relationship, also how it impacts counseling outcomes, and reflect on my own capacity to practice empathy. Before we dive into further, we really need to understand what basically empathy is. It is really essential to distinguish empathy from sympathy. Empathy is a complex, multifaceted skill that involves understanding and resonating with another person's experience rather than just simply feeling sorry for them. Research done by Mutsika. Among core counseling skills such as respect, authenticity, and unconditional positive regard, Rogers 1957 explains or identifies empathy as the foundational. He describes it as sensing the client's world as if it were your own, while maintaining the crucial as if quality to persevere professional boundaries. Dona 1991 further highlights empathy as the spark of the therapeutic relationship. He confirmed that without it, collaboration and meaningful engagement cannot occur. I would say empathy is the base upon which other counseling skills are built. To respect our time, I will briefly outline the three key components of empathy identified by Goldman. The first one is the cognitive empathy, which is understanding another person's perspective. Second one is the emotional empathy, which means feeling what another person is feeling. And the last one, which is compassionate empathy, which is being motivated to act or provide support based on understanding and feeling. Year 2010 actually summarizes Rogers' work by placing empathy alongside respect and genuineness as a core condition for therapeutic change. I believe all these three components, cognitive, emotional, and compassionate, are really essential for effective practice. So let's see how empathy actually forms the foundation of the therapeutic relationship or therapeutic alliance. Research done by Bohat and Greenberg here actually emphasize that without empathy, meaningful client change is unlikely. Rogers' 1951 research notes that empathetic understanding help clients clarify, verbalize, and process their experiences, fostering insight and personal growth. Research consistently links empathy enhanced relationship to improved outcomes and including greater client satisfaction and adherence to therapy, which is done by Elliott here. And I apologize that the last research done by Labert and Barley is really covering up from my photo screen. However, the research done by them highlight that empathy creates a safe and validating environment essential for self-exploration and sustainable positive change. In short, empathy is the cornerstone of effective counseling practice. Let's see how empathy works in the therapeutic frameworks. We all know that empathy is central across therapeutic modalities. If we see the person-centered approach, Rogers 1957 identifies empathy as a core condition. It involves emotional attunement and active listening, creating a growth promoting climate that allows clients to explore their thoughts and feeling safely. In another therapy or perspective, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, empathy serves as a catalyst for change by fostering a positive therapeutic relationship. Here, the research done by Vampire 2015 emphasizes that when clients feel validated and understood, they are more likely to engage fully in the strategies designed to change cognitive and behavioral patterns. Across all frameworks, right now I have only mentioned these two, empathy is really crucial for trust, engagement, and positive client outcomes. Let's see how the empathy impact the client outcomes, which is well supported by the research. On the right-hand side of my screen, the research done by Rogers notes that clients who really feel genuinely understood are better able to process their emotions. On the left-hand side of the screen, meta-analysis done by Elliott and other colleagues, including 80 studies, found a correlation of 0.28 and effect size of 0.58, indicating that empathy accounts for about 8% of the variance in client outcomes. This effect is comparable to the therapeutic alliance and greater than the specific therapeutic method employed. Stevenson 2022 emphasized that importance of culturally sensitive empathy. As societies are really becoming more diverse, counselors must be able to demonstrate understanding across cultural context to foster trust and avoid misunderstanding. Now I would like to shift to my personal reflection on empathy. Why I choose empathy? My choice of empathy is grounded in both professional and personal commitments. Ramdhani, Carnelli, and Hariko 2024 note that counselor characteristics, including empathy, are crucial for nurturing rapport and building therapeutic alliance. I would say personally, my values are informed by Hindu principle of non-violence, which is also known as ahimsa, and also a principle of universal kindness, which fosters a non-judgmental stance and belief in the inherent worth of every individual. Additionally, I would say my practice in following Nichiren Buddhism, emphasis on human revolution or inner transformation, you can say. Practicing empathy allows me to support clients in assessing their inner wisdom and courage, helping them navigate challenges and achieve personal growth. For me, empathy is both professional skill and a reflection of my deepest personal beliefs. Now let's focus on my strength, areas for growth, and challenge. Based on my self-reflection, one of my strengths is my ability to quickly build rapport with others, friends, and colleagues. As Ramdhani and other colleagues 2024 highlight that rapport is a vital aspect of the counseling relationship. I have noticed that friends and colleagues often feel comfortable opening up to me, which I can see as a reflection of my natural capacity for connection and empathy. However, I have also identified a key area for growth, managing the emotional intensity that empathy can bring. Watson 2025 and other colleagues have actually noted that while empathy is essential, it can also pose challenges for professionals, potentially leading to occupational stress, leading to compassion fatigue, burnout, and I sometimes feel myself becoming emotionally carried away by the experiences of others, which could affect my ability to remain objective and fully present during the counseling sessions. This brings to me the professional challenge, which is, striking the balance between being genuinely present and emotionally attuned to clients while maintaining healthy professional boundaries. Now let's see how I will address this area of growth, the opportunities for further development. I have identified several key opportunities for the development, and all this is which is supported by the scholarly literature. First and foremost, I will focus on the self-reflection part, which is, this practice is critically not for acquiring knowledge, but also for developing the empathetic skills that are key to a strong therapeutic alliance. I will also focus on clinical supervision, which is also vital. It provides a safe space to process and understand my emotional reactions to client material, helping me to better manage my empathetic responses. And according to the research done by Skovholt and Ronstadt, supervision is crucial for helping novice counselors navigate the struggles of their new profession. I will also continue to, do research and continue my education. Will stay up to date with the latest findings on empathy and clinical best practices. And also, I will do peer consultation and case conceptualization, which allow me to gain valuable insights from colleagues and collaboratively develop strategies for complex cases. Finally, I will also do my mindfulness self practice. This will help cultivate present moment awareness, which is essential for managing personal emotional responses and preventing the burnout and compassion fatigue that can arise from intense empathy. To conclude, I would say empathy is far more than simply feeling for someone. It is a dynamic learning skill central to effective counseling. My self reflection has shown that while I have a foundation in rapport building, developing the ability to manage empathy effectively will be a key part of my journey as a counselor. I'm committed to this ongoing development, and I believe that cultivating empathy with intention will allow me to be the most effective counselor possibly for my future clients. Now I will go on to the references. I was not able to do the hanging indent while I was in the PowerPoint presentation, so I actually did it on Word file and then I snap tooled it and pasted it in my PowerPoint presentation. So the next slide is and the next and the next. Last but not the least, and all good. Thank you for listening, Dev. I hope you liked the presentation. Thank you so much.